let's transition and go to my favorite segment of the week. It's my NFL Week 8 Wise Picks. In Week 7, I went 7-5 with my Wise Picks. Let's see how I do this week with my Wise Picks. The Jacksonville Jaguars, they are favored by 2.5 points. They are traveling to Pittsburgh to take on Kenny Pickett and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's a 1 o'clock kickoff in Pittsburgh. The over-under for this matchup is 40.5 points. I believe the Jacksonville Jaguars are a better football team than the Pittsburgh Steelers are. I believe the Jaguars are more of a threat to the Chiefs than the Steelers are in the AFC. For that reason, I'm rolling with the Jacksonville Jaguars to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers at Heinz Field. I'll go Jaguars 21, Steelers 17. An NFC East battle in the nation's capital. The Philadelphia Eagles are traveling to Washington to take on the Washington Commanders. The Eagles are favored by 7 points. It's a 1 o'clock kickoff. The over-under for this matchup is 43.5. The Eagles are a better football team than the Commanders are. The Commanders are struggling offensively. They're struggling significantly to protect Sam Howell. I expect that Eagles defense to get after Sam Howell. The Commanders did play the Eagles very, very well in their matchup earlier this season. I expect this game to be more lopsided than that matchup. I'm rolling with the Eagles to beat the Commanders. Eagles 31, Commanders 17. The New Orleans Saints and Derek Carr are traveling to Indianapolis to take on Gardner Minshew and the Indianapolis Colts. The Saints are favored by 1 point. It's a 1 o'clock kickoff in Indy. The over-under for this matchup is 43.5. This matchup and game is going to be closer than most people think. I believe the Colts, even though they are 3-4, they are playing some nice football. They're pesky. They really, really are. They are that bee or bug that's just irritating. You want to get them away from you. I think the Colts are going to beat the Saints this week in Indy, and this is going to be my Wise Guys upset pick of the week. But it's not really that much of an upset considering Vegas only has the Saints favored by 1 point. But I'm going to roll with the Colts to beat the Saints in Indy. I'll go Colts 21, Saints 18. The New York Jets, fresh off of their bye week, they are in New York in MetLife Stadium against the New York Giants. It's a home game for the Giants. The Jets are favored by 3 points. The over-under for this matchup is 35.5. It's a 1 o'clock kickoff. Sauce Gardner is expected to play in this game, and Tyrod Taylor is going to get the start for the Giants. Daniel Jones will be out again in this matchup. I think the Jets are playing some decent football. I don't think the Giants are a good football team, even if they had Daniel Jones. I know the Giants did beat the Commanders last week, but the Commanders are struggling offensively, and they can't protect Sam Howell. That being said, I expect the Jets to beat the Giants in this game in MetLife Stadium. I'm going Jets 20, Giants 17. C.J. Stroud and the Houston Texans are traveling to Carolina to take on Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers. The Texans are favored by 3 points. It's a 1 o'clock kickoff. The over-under for this matchup is 43.5, a matchup between the two rookie quarterbacks, C.J. Stroud versus Bryce Young. C.J. Stroud has had a better rookie campaign than Bryce Young has had so far. C.J. Stroud, 9 touchdowns, 1 interception, over 1,600 passing yards. He's been playing well. I like the way DeMeco Ryans is utilizing him in this Texans offense. I'm rolling with the Texans to beat the Panthers in Carolina. I'll go Texans 23, Panthers 20. But I'm excited for this matchup. Two rookie quarterbacks in Stroud and Young going up against each other in a big-time matchup between the Texans and the Panthers. The New England Patriots are traveling to Miami to take on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins are favored by 9.5 points. It's a 1 o'clock kickoff in Miami. The over-under for this matchup is 46.5 points. The Miami Dolphins are a more complete football team than the New England Patriots are. I know the Patriots beat the Buffalo Bills in Week 7, but the Bills aren't the Dolphins, and the Dolphins take care of business at home, and they score a lot of points in doing so. I'll go Dolphins 34, Patriots 10. The Atlanta Falcons are traveling to Tennessee to take on the Tennessee Titans. The Falcons are favored by 2.5 points. The over-under for this matchup is 35.5. It's a 1 o'clock kickoff in Tennessee. Will Levis will get the start for the Titans. The Titans are punting on the 2023 season. They're shopping Derrick Henry. They're shopping DeAndre Hopkins. I expect the Falcons to beat the Titans in Tennessee. I'll go Falcons 24, Titans 17. The LA Rams are traveling to Dallas to take on the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys are favored by 6 points. The over-under for this matchup is 45.5. It's a 1 o'clock kickoff in Dallas. I think this game is going to be much closer than people anticipate, but I think the Cowboys will handle the Rams. I'll go Cowboys 24, Rams 21. The Cleveland Browns are traveling to Seattle to take on Geno Smith and the Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks are favored by 3.5 points. The kickoff is set for 4:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The over-under for this matchup is 37.5. Deshaun Watson is out. P.J. Walker is in for the Browns. With that being said, I expect the Seattle Seahawks to beat the Cleveland Browns in Seattle. Cleveland escaped Indy with the 39-38 win last week against the Indianapolis Colts. They did not deserve to win that game. The Colts could have easily won that game. The Seahawks are better than the Colts are, so I'm rolling with the Seahawks to beat the Browns at home. Seattle 31, Browns 24. I expect the Seattle offense to put up a lot of points against that elite Browns defense this week. The Kansas City Chiefs, favored by 7.5 points, are traveling to Denver to take on Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos. It's a 4:25 kickoff. The over-under for this matchup is 46.5. The Chiefs are going to demolish the Denver Broncos. The Broncos are not very good. They're not really a team that's a contender in the AFC. They will be selling at the trading deadline Tuesday afternoon. So I'm rolling with the Chiefs to beat the Broncos in Denver at Mile High. I'll go Chiefs 34, Broncos 14. The Baltimore Ravens are traveling to Arizona to take on Joshua Dobbs and the Arizona Cardinals. The Ravens are favored by 9.5 points. It's a 4:25 kickoff. The over-under for this matchup is 44.5. The Ravens have Lamar Jackson. The Ravens are the favorites in the AFC North in my eyes, and I thought they had a tremendous offensive performance in Week 7 against the Detroit Lions. I'm rolling with the Ravens to blow out the Arizona Cardinals in Arizona. I'll go Lamar Jackson 28, Joshua Dobbs 10. The Chicago Bears are traveling to the West Coast to take on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers. The Chargers are favored by 9.5 points. It's a 8:20 p.m. kickoff on Sunday Night Football. The over-under for this matchup is 46.5. The Chargers have struggled over the last few weeks. They lost to the Cowboys. They lost to the Chiefs. They are 2-4 on the season. This is a must-win for the LA Chargers. I expect Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers to take care of business Sunday night in LA. I'll go Chargers 27, Bears 17. The Monday night matchup in Detroit. is a matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Detroit Lions. The Lions are favored by 8 points. It's an 8:15 p.m. kickoff on Monday Night Football. The over-under for this matchup is 45.5 points. The Detroit Lions, they had a bad loss last week against the Baltimore Ravens, but Lamar Jackson is 16-1 against NFC teams. The Raiders don't have Lamar Jackson. They're going to have Jimmy G. Jimmy G is not on the level of Lamar Jackson. The Detroit Lions are a legit contender in the NFC. They're not Super Bowl contenders, but they are damn sure playoff contenders, and they are running away with the NFC North right now. So I'm rolling with the Lions to beat the Raiders in Detroit. I'll go Lions 26, Raiders 20. Those are my NFL Week 8 Wise picks.